into the microphone.
Always great to sing with you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
In her recently published book, The Amen Effect, Rabbi Sharon Brous opens with this story. There's an old story of a child walking in a forest surrounded by sun-dappled oak trees. He climbs through the brambles and plays in the fallen leaves, mesmerized by spider webs and mossy rocks, until he realizes he's completely lost. He tries to find his way out, but each path seems to lead him deeper into the forest. As the sun begins to sink, he grows increasingly afraid, wondering if he'll ever make it home. But just then, he sees another child approaching in the distance. He excitedly cries out to her, "I'm so relieved to see you, I'm lost. Can you point me to the way out of here?" "I wish I could," she says. "I'm lost too. But take my hand, we'll find our way through this forest together." 8 years ago, when confronted with the war in Syria and with seeing the far too many refugees and deaths created by that war, a few of us were determined to do something and to help in any way we could. We were compelled by our tradition and teachings for welcoming the stranger and knowing that to save one life is to save an entire world. But in a sense, we too were lost in a forest, each of us not knowing what to do. Our then small group of volunteers, which has since grown and to date enabled the Immigration Justice Group at TBE to resettle 16 family units from 5 countries, including Syria, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Venezuela, and just this month, welcoming 2 LGBTQ+ individuals from Algeria, started down an unknown path. We held hands and, partnering with HIAS and its local arm, Jewish Family Services of Metro West, committed to finding our way through the immigration forest together. And while all of the IJG volunteers, those who worked with new immigrant families on an almost daily basis, and those who gave support, transporting refugees to shop for groceries, to medical and dental appointments, to religious services, providing ESL tutoring, helping to find employment, finding and setting up new apartments to create a welcoming home, and performing a myriad of other functions. In hindsight, we know none of this would have happened without the intelligent guidance of Debbie Gottbetter, who stepped up to be our volunteer coordinator and walk us through that forest. These past 8 years, Debbie has not only interviewed and provided orientation to each volunteer and assured the right fit in particular assignments, but has cared for each new immigrant in as loving a manner as you would a member of your own family. She has connected with each new arrival, advising and guiding them in their adjustment to a new culture. And at the same time, Debbie taught each of us by instruction and by example that our goal was not to make decisions or choices for these adults who were adapting to a new way of life, but rather to give them the information and tools they needed to make their own decisions and become independent thinkers in what for them was a challenging, new, and different country. How many of us volunteers, when faced with a difficult situation, have asked ourselves, what would Debbie do? I can only give you the broadest strokes for Debbie's role, as telling you the full detail of all she has done, from comforting refugees who came here with trauma, to serving as a doula for moms giving birth to new citizens, would result in my getting the clergy hook and prevent you from getting to the special oneg we have after this service. Debbie has taken to referring to me and introducing me as the moral compass of the Immigration Justice Group. But for a compass to work requires a magnetic field, a force which tells us where to find the true north and which points us in the right direction. Debbie has created that force, showing our leadership team consisting of Jessica Lassa, Lena Masayev, Ed Shapiro, Susan Seidel, and myself, and all our indispensable volunteers, how to be our best selves while serving others. Let me share this note recently received from one of the Ukrainian families that came here just over 1 year ago. Dear Debbie, we, the Pilpenko family, would like to express our sincere gratitude for your incredible support and kindness you gave to our family during our move. Your participation and care for us, willingness to help in solving all issues, have made our stay here easier and more comfortable for our family. We really appreciate your time and effort in our well-being. Thank you for your kind heart and your sincere support. Thank you for your warmth and kindness, for your boundless sympathy. Your actions not only helped us start a new life, but also left an unforgettable mark on our hearts. Debbie, would you join me, please? Over my 40 years at TBE, I have had the privilege of learning from great teachers, both here and beyond TBE. One of those teachers is Rabbi Norman Cohen. Dr. Cohen, a professor of Midrash, tells us of the many great themes and values found in Torah, such as mitzvah, commandment, chesed, favor, and brit, covenant. However, and I'm now quoting him, no single word is more well-known, important, or powerful than the simple word hineni, while other key words convey umbrella concepts that undergird the entire biblical worldview. Only hineni is spoken. It flows from the essence of the individuals who say it and teaches us much about who they are. It represents the ability to respond to the other within relationships. At times, the rabbis emphasize that we respond to God, to the highest call in the universe, when we are present for those whom we love and know, and with whom we are acquainted. Our response to the divine should lead us to recognizing our obligations to other people. The one word, hineni, has been used by the rabbis in our traditional texts, as well as by contemporary teachers and leaders, to capture the essence of relationship from a Jewish perspective and to motivate modern Jews to act on behalf of others, end quote. Debbie is the exemplar of those who answer the question, Ayecha, where are you? With the response, hineni, I am here. She is always present for the other. She is always ready to act on behalf of the other, and she is always willing to sacrifice for someone or something higher and give of herself. If we had a Hineni Award at TBE, Debbie Gottbetter would be its first recipient. And so Debbie, with no official authorization from the Temple Board, the IJG and its leadership team, with much love and gratitude, we wish to present you with this inaugural Hineni Award. No individual is more deserving. And would the rest of the leadership team please come up now and join us? And we have another gift for you, Debbie.
And so here is a book. We will tell you what it's entitled, because everybody will agree, if the whole world could know you.
Can you just repeat that for Zoom?
Oh, it's a book entitled, If the Whole World Could Know You. And here is a box filled with letters and letters and letters of admiration and respect and gratitude. So and Michael and I independently found the same fact.
Someone just said I ought to tell everyone that Debbie is not retiring. She'll still be around.
She's not allowed to retire.
Debbie, you have been such an important fixture since I began here 7 years ago. And Michael asked that we sing this in your honor tonight. Broken hearts, shattered visions, pieced together one by one, hurt another and the world's destroyed, but save a life and you will save the world. No more darkness, no more hiding, no more crying, no more lies, looking for the way back home again. Save a life and you will save the world. Darkness fades, the morning light appears, shadows dance and come to greet the day. The voices of angels sing words of comfort, whispering, save a life and you will save the world. In the garden, voices singing, wipe your eyes now, no more fears. Take my hand, we'll build the world together. Save a life and you will save the world. Morning comes, a new day has begun. See the light and come to greet the day. The voices of angels sing words of comfort, whispering, save a life and you will save the world. In the garden, voices singing, wipe your eyes now, no more fears. Take my hand, we'll build the world together. Save a life and you will save the